Okay, so the Department of Justice has multiple federal agencies. It has the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, which is also called the ATF. It has the Drug Enforcement Administration, which is the DEA. As the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which is also known as the FBI. As the Federal Bureau of Prisons, Office of Justice Programs, OJP. And it has the U.S. Marshals Services, which is also known as the USMS. So the first one that I have here is called the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives.
It's in charge of protecting our communities from violent crimes, illegal use of trafficking firearms, and illegal use of explosives, and they just share their research and technology with us as a community.
The next agency we have is the Drug Enforcement Administration, also known as the DEA.
They're responsible for preventing the distribution of illegal narcotics in the United States.
Then there's the Federal Bureau of Investigation, also known as the FBI, which a lot of people
They're
know.
responsible for protecting and defending the United States, upholding and enforcing criminal laws, and providing leadership and criminal justice to federal, state, and international agencies.
Then we have the Federal Bureau of Prisons, which they don't have a nickname.
It protects society by confining offenders in controlled environments of prisons and facilities that are safe, humane, cost-efficient, and etc.
Then we have the Office of Justice Programs, also known as the
They
OJP.
provide innovative leadership to justice systems with state-of-the-art knowledge and practice across America, providing grants for these crime-fighting strategies.
Lastly, we have the U.S. Marshals Service, also known as the USMS.
They apprehend wanted fugitives, provide protection for federal judiciary, transport federal prisoners, and manage assets seized from criminal enterprise.
Out of all these agencies, I think I would want to work for the Bureau of Prisons. I think it's really cool what they do, and I think it's important that they are they're in the prisons facilitating it and making sure that the prisoners are taken care of and that there is no threat to the public and that, we're regulating those prisons. The majority of federal prison jobs is you're pretty much either a correctional officer or you're just on the broad spectrum of support for that occupation. They make an average of about $43,000. The highest you can get is probably about $70,000. You have to take a training, obviously, and they just want people that have good leadership, can enforce the rules. You have to supervise the inmates. You have to facilitate and ensure the security needs of that specific place that you're working at. You do have to get training, but all you really need, you just have to have a high school diploma and have a bachelor's degree if it's necessary for that specific job. You have to pass the entrance exam and enter a training academy, and you just have to gain experience and just advance through that correctional officers. And yeah, I think that would be really fun. I think I've obviously seen a lot of shows that do with prison, and it looks like a hard job, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun, and you really can see that you're making the difference. So that's the one I would choose.